who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Broncos and the Condors on Monday Night Prime Time.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Condors of Mexico City taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies... And off we go from Denver. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He finds Parker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. But you look at this defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Wilson. It's complete to Parker, left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more.
There he goes, right side. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. On the return is Jones. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Johnston on the quick slant. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Johnston.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Herbert on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Condors are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Broncos 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Open man downfield, it's Palmer. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, 38 yards. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Wilson's throw here taken in by Parker. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Wilson on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, Williams. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Go.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The 20. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Condors are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25.
28. Broncos 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They need 2. Here's third down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night, found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Condors are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7-yard gain. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
That's good for Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Parker. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Here's Herbert. He completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Condors
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Same connection. Dulcich once again. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Parker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football. On that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And Denver getting set to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Finding Williams on the check down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.